ようこそ逆さまの世界。その攻撃は俺には。貴様の全身の感覚は俺の手の中。残白刀などなくとも俺が最強なんだよ。お前何言ってるか分かってんのか。
Yo, what is going on, guys? This is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we are back with another Who is Better video, and today we are going to be comparing the brand new Mind Koga. Well, not exactly brand new, since he did come out around, I believe it was before 1000 Year Blood War round 6. So yeah, and we're basically going to be comparing him with the older Hollow Killer being Shinji. Now, before, I already did a Who is Better between Shinji and Jushiro, and a lot of people were saying, hey, why not do this shit with Koga? Well, I did say I was gonna do it once I've got Koga in a community poll, and now I have him, so good time as ever to be able to do this shit. Anyways, there is one good reason why we're going to compare these two units. They both have Hollow Killer. Now, even though while the other is ranged and the other is melee, they still have the same killer, they still have Frenzy, they still have Havoc, which is all the more the reason why we should see and determine which unit is better compared to the other. Like, hold on, let's just go ahead and go on to Mind, filter it for Hollow Killers, and there we go. Now, we do have plenty of Hollow Killers that came after Shinji, but none of them managed to surpass him up until recently where we got Koga. But first, let's just go ahead and take a look at Shinji. So, Shinji, he is a Captain / Hollow affiliated unit, which does have its drawbacks when it comes to bringing him onto IC, considering there are a lot of enemies that normally have either a Captain or Hollow Killer. So he is definitely going to be immensely affected by Killer. In Droplet Zone, not so much, because it's mainly enemies that have a Soul Reaper Killer compared to Captain and Hollow. But anyways, let's just go ahead and take a look at his stats and skills. 1034 stamina, which is good. 619 attack, which is lower than average. Defense at 352, which is fine. Focus at 341, which is also fine. And 696 SP, which is slightly outdated, but you can fix that easily with Transcendence. Hollow Killer, he's got an enhanced strong attack damage link of 25%, so he does lack cooldowns, I'll say that much. And his entire kit just does nothing but pure damage, other than the second strong attack that has a chance to inflict burn. But let's just go ahead and take a look at his skills. He's got a Bruiser of 20%, Devastation at 40%, Long Reach at 20%, Havoc at 20%, Frenzy, and Sprinter. So even though his second strong attack is the only attack that inflicts burn, it's not even a debilitating status ailment, and his special only does nothing but pure and raw damage. But that being said, for what he is built in terms of his kit, he actually does a really good job. I'll say that much, because sometimes not every time a unit needs to have debilitating status ailments to be good, if the kit itself is amazing. But anyways, going into Koga, who is the second most recent Hollow Killer right behind Hallibell. This unit is a Soul Reaper unit, so considering there are no IZs where enemies have Soul Reaper Killer, he is fine on there, but on Droplet Zone, enemies mainly have Soul Reaper Killer compared to Captain or Hollow Killer, so that's one thing to take in mind. But as you guys can see right here, everything in terms of stats, he easily surpasses them compared to Shinji's. 1082 stamina, which is good. 642 attack, which is averagely high. Defense at 349. Focus at 357. And an SP of 782. So there is a big gap when it comes to spiritual pressure. He's got Hollow Killer, and his soul trait is an enhanced strong attack recharge time. Except, instead of being a 12% cooldown, it is a 14% cooldown. Now this is actually really nice to note considering Shinji does have a boosted strong attack damage at 25%, while Koga on the other hand has strong attack recharge minus 14%. Now even though he's going to be doing slightly less damage compared to Shinji, his cooldowns will come back very fast. Trust me. And now as we take a look at his kit, as you guys can see, there's already a big difference. He's got status ailments on his second, third, and his special. He's got debilitating paralysis and freeze on his kit, which is pretty damn good. But anyways, looking at his skills, he's got 20% bruiser, devastation at 40%, havoc at 20%, frenzy, debilitator, and sprinter. Now of course, he doesn't have long reach compared to Koga, but let's be honest here. This guy's a ranged unit. Does he even need long reach to even begin with? Like, come on, man. But yeah. And that's basically the stats and skills in a nutshell. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I built the units. And guess what? I finally managed to fix up my mind accessories. So now I can basically showcase them both equally. Both have a Hollow Bait, Pill, and Tension tie, all with 30% SP. Double 14% Recharge Link and Silopro on Koga. While Shinji, on the other hand, has the same exact accessories, and the links are exactly the same. The only difference is because I don't have a dupe of Silopro, I put in Zombie Toshiro, who gives out more or less the same SP, if not more than Silopro. Of course, double 14% recharge links, and Hollow Bait, Pill, and Attention tie, all with 30% SP. They both have the 120% SP increase with focus activated and no Transcendence slots. So yeah, I've come quite a long way compared to my other Who Is Better videos, to the point that I finally managed to improve my shit. Now, let's just go ahead and jump onto a 5-star raid where the enemies are all heart holos. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so here we are in a 5-star raid. Now, of course, before getting into the damage testing, we're going to go ahead and compare their kits first, and then see how much damage both of the units do. So starting off with Shinji. Now, of course, he is melee, so when it comes to his normal attacks, you need to basically get a bit close to be able to take him out. Which is okay, because at the end of the day, he does have long reach at 20%, so you don't have to get yourself way too close. But that being said, he does have a bit of drawbacks, because his normal attack damage string, while the first 3 hits are pretty good, the 4th one is actually pretty slow to activate, and it does leave you wide open for the enemies to attack you. So that is quite risky. Well, Koga, he's ranged, so he can basically attack from the distance just fine, and he has a much faster activation time compared to Shinji, making his normal attack damage string much better compared to Shinji's. Even though he does have range collision compared to Shinji, where he has melee collision. And now let's just go ahead and compare the strong attacks. So Shinji's first strong attack is a typical lunge, and yeah, he'll be able to take out enemies that are in front of him. While Koga, his first strong attack is a beam move and is able to take out enemies that are in front of him, as well as enemies all the way from the far back, as you guys saw right here. So yeah, not really much to say. We can basically say that his first strong attack is better than Shinji's. Now Shinji's second strong attack is a beam move, has 3,000 length and has a width of 1,080. So he's basically able to take out everything that is in front of him. As for Koga, it's also an AoE attack. It has exactly 960 radius, so it's basically very close to being full screen. Like, can you guys imagine? Both units have a second strong attack that is almost full screen and is able to take out enemies that are within range. Just that, as you guys can see, even though Shinji does have a bit more range compared to Koga, it has a bit of a slower activation time, as you guys can see right here. While with Koga, once we activate the second strong attack, it activates instantly. So there's quite a big difference. Now, as for the third strong attacks, Shinji's third strong attack is 1,200 radius full screen and gets everything that is around him. And also anything that is outside of the 1,000 radius, as long as it's within the 1200 radius. As for Koga, it's basically 1170 and gets everything that is in front of him. So the third strong attack, it really depends on what you like the most. I personally like Koga's third strong attack the most because it basically gets everything that is in front of you and a bit from the back if the enemies are from the back, which is pretty interesting. Now let's just go ahead and get right into the damage testing. Oh, we have a couple ronkers here. I mean, I did pick Dangai Ichigo's raid, but anyways, let's just go ahead and start off with Shinji directly. Oh shit, I didn't even get to see the proper damage, but hold on. Okay, there we go. 6,350. Koga, 3,790? What? Hold on. I think I probably didn't see that well. But then again, Shinji's first strong attack doesn't hit as much compared to Koga, as you guys can see. Now, second strong attack, 5,000. 4,500. Okay, yeah, I was right. It's the first strong attack. Considering that Shinji doesn't hit as much compared to Koga. But it's alright. And now, for the third strong attack, Shinji does around... How much? What the fuck? I couldn't even see the damage, but... Okay, let's just take a nice look at Koga's. Around 4,000 to 3,000 or some shit like that. Hold on, let's just take out these Arankars, so that way I can see the damage again. But yeah, one thing to note is that Shinji, even though, well, he has a bit slower activation times, he does hit way harder thanks to his strong attack damage 25% link. Okay, there we go. He did 4,400 damage. Well, Koga, if we use his third strong attack, 4,000. So yeah, the damage difference is there, but let me be honest here. If you give Shinji like a Senkaizen link, there will be 2 slots left for you to give him some cooldowns, considering he is already lacking some cooldowns in and of itself. While with Koga, you can just give him 2 14% recharge links, basically get it up to 42%, which is basically the maximum that Shinji can get, and pop in a Senkaizen, allowing you to do way more damage with Koga compared to Shinji. So the differences are there. Koga has much faster cooldowns with his strong attacks and has faster activation times, while Shinji has slower activation times but does more damage than Koga. So there is a good thing to know. Like SP, yes, Shinji has a way lower SP than Koga, but he still hits harder than Koga thanks to that boosted strong attack damage link. So, who would I actually say is better? Personally speaking right now, I think Koga is actually the better character, considering he does have faster activation times with his strong attacks. He is a ranged character and has melee collision on all of his attacks minus the normal attack damage string. So you can basically keep yourself at a nice distance and be able to take out enemies from afar just fine. And like I said earlier, you can just give him 2 14% recharge links and then give him a Senkaizen, so that way he can easily surpass the amount of damage that Shinji can do with link slots. But yeah, that basically concludes the Who is Better video. Do you guys still like using Shinji? Let me know in the comment section below, because even though we've got Koga, who is a much better character to use compared to Shinji, it's always nice to know if people prefer using Shinji over Koga, or if people like using Koga over Shinji. So yeah, that concludes the showcase. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to leave this video a like, share this video with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next video. The 1000-year Blood War individual banners should be dropping very soon, and I am going to try my luck on trying to pull Senjumaru, who should be out by the 12th. So yeah, I do expect a small video about that, maybe, I don't know. I'm still waiting for Kiru's individual banner, if I'm being honest here. But yeah, this has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, lads.